So, hey everyone, it's Frollo here again, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how the algorithm works, Minerva edition. So, we got this PDF where we have typed too many stuff about everything we know and we experience from the algorithms. It is called Minerva Guide to Success in Creating Your UEFN Map. Either if you have a duplicate map for your own, maybe let's say you made a whole free for all map and you want to make it a gun game, because if you duplicate it with the previous references, it is not going to go to discovery, and if it did, it will not go to that much stronger tabs. Also, let's say you want to copy paste devices from another map because you're too lazy to fill the functions from zero, so it will come with the old preferences and then it will needs you to validate them, and that's just bad thing. So I'm gonna show you how you can prevent all those stuff and how you can do it very good. We're gonna be talking about creating a template folder in your computer, and we will be talking about the time spent in UEFN and how it matters, the playtest, promotional media, and the first 24 hours after publishing a map. And also we're gonna be seeing some statistics about the importance of playtime, when to publish. And I want to give the credit to Keval Alberto, who helped me so much and write all of that things based on his experience. Thank you so much, Alberto. So now let's not talk that much. Let's say we want to duplicate this beautiful Naruto map, which is by the way for sale in our Patreon. The link is in the description and is only available for the ultimate pack, where you can have all the maps that is created by me in the ultimate pack. And this is its pre-lobby. So let's say I have built the whole map, all right? And I want this pre-lobby in another map design. So what I will do is that we're gonna duplicate this project without any references of a published version. And then we're gonna need to delete all this design and build our new design, for example. So how we're gonna do that? The first thing is that you need to come to edit, then editor preferences, and then you need to go to Fortnite template folders and then click and add an element, and then you will need to create a new folder that you need to select, because there where we're gonna have our own projects. So let's say for example I have made this new project that is called Fortnite templates, and here we are where I'm gonna put the projects I want to duplicate. So by default everyone have Fortnite projects like that. So let's say I want to actually duplicate, let me choose a project. Tac. Okay, let's say I want to duplicate this one. So if I open that with the Visual Studio, it says here all my references of my own published map. But what we're gonna do is that we're gonna copy it, and then we go into document, to the new folder we made, and we're gonna paste it right here. And once we do, we're gonna open it, which is this one. We're gonna open that, and we need to remove the bindings. And what are the bindings? You remember? It doesn't look like the old one. So here are the bindings. I'm gonna show them to you. The bindings are those ones. So we're gonna delete the project ID and the project verse path and the models, and those three. We're gonna need to delete all of them. Once we did, it's good. Once we have done that, then you can control save, and we will go to open UEFN. Now I don't want to do that for this map though. So we're gonna open now UEFN, and we're gonna have a new thing called my templates right here. We're gonna click on it, and then we're gonna need to find the project we have imported here. We're gonna select it. It is not gonna say open, but it is going to say create. That means we're gonna create a new project based on the previous one. So let's say it was, for example, it was this one here. We're gonna go and give it a name. Let's say new project tutorial, and we're gonna select the latest folder we made. You remember? We're gonna select that, and then we are going to create. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I think according and based to this documentation, you will get the point. And by the way, everyone will have this documentation for free. So the next thing we're gonna be talking about is that, let's say I wanna copy the pickaxe system, which is so hard to set up because the pickaxe system have triggers and have VFXs and everything is linked together. So I'm gonna select this plane, and for example, let me just hide this mediator zone right here. I'm gonna select this plane and this trigger and this trigger just as an example. And then I'm gonna copy them and I will open Visual Studio. I will create a new text and I'm gonna pass it. That's how it will come. So let's say I wanna pass it to another map. The first thing we will notice right here is the original map name, which is going to be, let me find it right here. So that's called Last Naruto FNP, and this folder named Last Naruto FNP. So we notice that, and we have it too many times because it references to the previous map where we get that. And we want to actually copy that into a new project. So let's create it. And we called it copying devices. Now we have created a new project that is named copying devices. What we will do right now is that we're gonna double click this, Control H, and we're gonna replace it with copying devices, which is the same name as our project. And then we're gonna click replace all, and we're gonna copy it, and then we are going to place it right here. But before doing that, let me do something else up. Let me just drag this one right here. So I'm gonna show you something fast. So I have those assets. Look at it, what will happen if we kept the previous. This is what will happen if we kept the previous name. That's what's gonna happen. It will come without, so it comes with the triggers and without an image, even though the image existed here, which is this one, as you can see. But if we replace it with the new name of the project, which is copying devices, it will come that way. I just Control V. Here is it. Right click. We're gonna go to edit and paste, and it comes with a new reference, and it comes already set up. It is much better, and this project does not know. Nobody can know, even Epic Games, that we have done that by copying it from another project. Nothing here refers that it belongs to another project. Once you have done that, you can do the same with any other kind of projects based on how complicated your map is. So the next thing we have is the time spent in UEFN matters, as it says if you are using a pre-built game, do not simply import it into UEFN and publish it for the best chance at success. Ensure that you add your personal touches and spend time in UEFN. Epic tracks how much time you spend in UEFN and how much changes to the author you had. Turn on revision control and submit as many changes as you can. And do not publish a map if you have not spent at least 30 hours active in UEFN. That means that having UEFN opened on the map does not count. Revision control is something too many people does not know about it, which is this one right here, where you need, if it is not activated, you will need to click on change revision control settings, and then the provider must be Unreal revision control, and then you accept. Once you have done that, you can then check in changes and type a note so you can remember it. Let's say version 1, and then you submit it. And Epic tracks using revision control how much hard work you did in the map, and they can know what you did exactly, what you have added, what you have removed, and what you have edited. You can see the state right here. So the next thing, it says the playtest. So let's say you have finished your map, and then you need to create a private code, add it to the playtest, and then try to invite as many creators as you can to find out if the map have any glitches, and also to collect as many playtime as you can before publishing the exact same version to be from private to public. The next thing we have is the promotional media. You don't want actually to have a chance in discovery and then you waste it because you made a thumbnail using AI or whatever, because AI doesn't know shit. You gotta make sure you hire a good thumbnail maker, and that guy is only good at making Fortnite thumbnails and he know what the kids like. So AI nowadays doesn't know shit. Make sure you spend good money, around $30, $50, no more than $50 for a Fortnite thumbnail. And that's a message to those who are spending more than $100 to make a Fortnite map thumbnail. I mean, even though how rich you are, you shouldn't spend that much for a thumbnail. Anyway, the next thing we have is the first 24 hour is very important for a map, because once you have launched, you need to make sure you have promoted the map as many time as you can. Try to invite friends to test the map, try to make some YouTube videos, TikToks, try to get as many people as you can, because if you don't do anything, it will just stick to between 0 and 1 player, and usually that 1 player is you. So the first 8 hours are important, and they decide either your map is going to discovery or you gotta wait until the 50-50 epic decision. Make sure the first 8 up to 12 hours you gotta do as much as you can to invite players and test the map. And as you can see in this chart right here, it shows that in Saturday there is a huge chance that if your map went to a trending top, it has a chance to peak an 18k player during the daytime. Make sure that the importance of a playtime is very important, because as much as players spend inside the map and then they come back again, that means that the map will have a promotion to go from a top to another much better top, or let's say it is now number 5 in combat, it will go straight to number 3 or number 2. Remember, it's not about how many players you have in the map, it's about how much those players are spending inside the map. That's why sometimes you see in the same top a map with 100 players, but it is only top 4, and then another map with 50 players, but it is top 1. That's because those 50 players are spending more time inside that map than the other one. Make sure that you have such a progress gameplay that keeps and attracts the player to say more. And the next thing we have is the best time to launch your map. It is usually recommended according to Fortnite GG Analytics 11 p.m. CST on a Friday or Saturday night, basically in a weekend where the peak players is available to boost your map in case you have published it after 6 hours and then it went to discovery tabs. And then you don't do anything, you wait till you reach your peak players, and then if you need to fix anything, do not do it until your map goes to 0 players, and then after 3 up to 4 days updated, then keep updating your map each 3 days. Now make sure to get as many people to play your map and favorite it, then keep updating it. Do not do that mistake. Once your map went to discovery, then you update it if you find out about a glitch. Unless your map is literally unplayable, then it is what it is. Other than that, there is nothing you can do. Well, I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna post this one right here in my Patreon for free as a post, so where you can have it there. The link is in the description, and as I said, you can have this map of Naruto and all my assets available in the subscription. You don't need to buy only one thing now. Nowadays you can have all my assets with a cheap subscription monthly. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Carolo was with you, and if you have any questions, my Discord is in the description where you can contact me, and feel free to ask anything. Have a good day.